How to choose a sexy fancy dress costume. Deep down, we all like to pretend we're someone we're not. This is where all the monsters, superheroes, pirates and other costumes available come in. Almost all costumes you can imagine can be found to rent and buy these days. With new technology comes better ways of making costumes, and they're getting more and more realistic all the time. The plastic fangs of years gone by have been replaced with much more realistic and creepy versions. The choice of sexy fancy dress costumes is very varied, and some are rather sophisticated and classy as well. Sexy fancy dress costumes are now very popular. If you've never bought a sexy fancy dress costume before, you may be a little confused as to how to choose one. Some costumes online probably look more like lingerie, while some look like costumes you would wear to an adult-only sex costume party, and probably nowhere else, without halting traffic dead in its tracks, that is. The first thing to consider when choosing a sexy fancy dress costume is where you're planning to wear it. If you're not going to leave the house, then a sexy Arabian dancer costume might be perfect. If you are, you may want to opt for a she-devil or a mermaid costume, but then again you may not. This leads us to the next factor to consider when choosing your sexy costume: your individual personality. Are you confident, daring and possess a little bit of a wild streak? If so, why not try a sexy nurse, French maid, or a sexy pirate costume? Are you a little more inhibited? An adult Princess Leia costume, or a costume that covers a little more of your body, might be a bit more appropriate for you. Whether you decide to bare a little or a lot of your body really depends on you, because only you know which parts of your body you feel most comfortable showing off or downplaying. Storybooks and the movies have been an inspiration for many sexy fancy dress costumes. For example, Little Red Riding Hood, Alice in Wonderland, Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz and Bo Peep. There are so many different and varied costumes to choose from. You can also make a costume your own sexy fancy dress by opening an extra button or adding sexy stockings and accessories. When you decide on a sexy fancy dress costume, take the time to measure yourself to ensure the right fit, particularly if you order online. It may take a little longer than just automatically clicking the buy button, but it'll save you time and the hassle of returning the costume in the long run. Ultimately, whatever sexy fancy dress costume you choose, it should be a reflection of your personality and should make you look your very best at the same time. For more sexy costume ideas and photos, the internet is a great resource, and once you find one that you like and are sure of it, ordering it is easy and fast. All the costumes in this presentation plus many more are available at fantastic prices on my website. I look forward to seeing you. Thanks for listening. Bye.